What is up, everybody? I'm ExxotikGaming, and today I am back with another Pixel Gun 3D video. And in today's video, we will be doing the brand new 11.1.1 Halloween 2016 update review. Now, Rilisoft goes as far to say that this update is one of their biggest ever. And I would go as far to say that this is one of the best updates for Pixel Gun 3D in a very, very long time. And one of my personal favorites. There are tons of new features in this update. It's honestly mind-boggling how much Rilisoft has added in. There's new maps, new weapons, new sections in the armory, and new things right down to the main screen. And without further ado, let's get right into this overview. Right off at the very beginning here, looking right at the main screen, we can see there is a new thing on the main screen called Egg Delivery. There used to be just the lucky chest and free gems, but now there is an entirely new chest called the Egg Chest. And what that basically does is it gives you eggs, which can later on hatch into pets. But we're going to get more in depth with that explanation later on in the video. But when you finally go into the armory, that is where things start to change. There is no new weapon in the primary section, there's no new weapon in the backup section, there's no new weapon in the sniper section, and there's nothing new in the premium section. But when you go into the melee and special section, that is where you finally see some new items. We have this weapon right here, the Sword of Shadows, which looks and sounds just like a really interesting weapon. It looks like it would be an extremely powerful weapon that I would want to use a lot off camera. Now, this weapon has an extremely special ability that is called the invisibility ability. God, I'm saying ability way too many times. It's the invisibility ability, and what that basically does is exactly what the name suggests. Whenever you have this weapon equipped and you are using this weapon, you will be essentially in a never-ending invisibility potion, and that is a very cool ability. So let's go by that. When we go into the special section here, we have two new weapons. We have the Dracula, which this weapon looks like it is an extremely unique weapon. The Dracula basically has this really cool special ability that is called the Lifesteal ability, and I'm not 100% sure what that is exactly implying, but I would assume this is exactly like what Dracula is in real life, or at least in the movies. Dracula is a vampire, and when he bites down on your skin, he sucks the blood away from you. So, with a weapon like this, I would figure it would shoot out at the enemy player and suck the life from the enemy player and give it to you. Kind of like a Pokemon move. If you have the moves Absorb, or Drain Punch, or Giga Drain, you take the health from the enemy player and give it to yourself. So that is honestly one of the coolest special abilities currently in this update. And then we have the Napalm Cannon, which looks like it's a pretty powerful weapon that has area damage and it has a burning effect. Now, this is another cool special effect that a lot of other weapons in Pixel Gun 3D now have. The burning effect basically is what it implies. It's kind of like a weapon like the Toxic Bane, or the other weapons that have the toxic ability where the person slowly dies from that toxicness. With this, the person will slowly die from the burning. So the simple flamethrower will do that, the pet dragon will do that, and several other weapons will do that, although I'm not entirely sure exactly which ones do. Pretty much any weapon that has the burning or fire would be the weapons that would do this. So those are very cool. So let's go buy the Dracula and let's go buy the Napalm Cannon. Now, these aren't even the coolest things about this update. The coolest things about this update are the two new sections in the armory, the gadgets section and the pets section. We'll start off with the gadgets section. We're going to go in depth with every single one of these new gadgets, and they are all very cool. You can buy a grenade now. You can actually update your grenades, which is a very cool special ability. And what those basically do are, it's basically what it would suggest, they get more and more powerful as time goes on. Now with this, we have the Molotov cocktail, and that basically is another burning special thing. If you know what a Molotov is, you basically put, I'm not entirely sure what it is, but you put it in a bottle and it basically explodes when you throw it into flames, and that's what this basically does. With this, it basically gives you some extra points, the black mark. Whoever is marked on the map with the black mark, you can kill them, and that will give you some extra points in the game. With this, the smile mine is basically a sticky mine, and that is something that I will probably be using a lot off camera. With this, as you guys know, there is those special gems that you can actually find on the ground sometimes in matches. I believe it's every 30 kills in a match, a gem will appear sometime, somewhere around in the map, and this basically imitates that little gem that you can get. Somebody will see this and want to go pick up the gem, but there is a bomb rigged on the side, or a mine that is rigged on the side, and that will be a very nasty surprise to whoever gets too close to this little gem. With this right here, we have the dragon whistle, and that basically is a whistle that blows out fire and kills whoever is close to it. It even has the burning effect as well. And then we have this thing, the singular grenade, which this is probably one of the coolest looking special things, not the coolest looking, but the coolest acting special new items in this. It's basically a black hole. Whoever gets too close to the gravitational force of this grenade will get sucked in, and it will be very easy to kill them because they will be stuck in this grenade. And then there's this clear grenade, which looks like it is an extremely powerful grenade that you can throw, and it has a really big area damage effect. And it even has radiation, so it's something like the burning weapons or the toxic bane or the poison weapons. Whoever gets too close to the little ring of radiation will end up slowly dying from that radiation. Kind of like a nuclear city where you go stand outside, you will end up dying from the radiation. Now in the tools, you can actually finally buy the jetpacks, the mechs, and in the support class, the mechs again. So that's awesome. I believe it was 4 to 5 updates ago, maybe even longer than that. You were able to buy these weapons and something like the Turbo Potion, I believe it was called. And for some reason, Rilisoft took those away. But now you can buy them again, and they are a lot more expensive than they were in the past. But you can still use them, and I'll probably be using them a lot for my future glitch tutorials. We have the Blizzard Generator, which is basically your own personal drone who slows nearby enemies, kind of like the Icicle Minigun and the other winter-like weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, which will also kill them, and it is a pretty cool special thing that you can have equipped with you. Then we have this, the Stealth Bracelet, and this is basically like an invisibility potion, but it looks a little bit cooler in my personal opinion. You can have your own special bracelet that whenever you activate it, you'll be able to have your own special invisibility. And then with this, the Box of Pandora, which is a very risky item, and I'm not entirely sure how often I will be using this. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be very unlucky whenever I use this, but it's a 50-50 chance. Sometimes you will end up dying when you open up this box, and sometimes all of your enemies will end up dying from that box. So it's very risky, and I know that I'm a very unlucky person, and I'll probably end up dying from this every single time I open it. Then we have this, the Time Machine, which this one and this one look like, well, not that one, this one right here and one in the support class look like they are the craziest ones in this most recent update. The Time Machine basically shifts you back in time if you get into a sticky situation in the game. Say you're in Silent School, and you go around a corner, and you see a ghost from the ghost lantern right in front of you, about to hit you and kill you, and there's no possible way you can run out of the way in time. What you can do is activate your time machine, and you will be able to go back about 1 or 2 seconds to wherever you were then, and you will not end up dying from that ghost, which is a crazy special ability, and I definitely will need to be trying this out more often. We have the Disabler, which basically prevents anybody else who wants to use all of these cool new gadgets from being able to use them. You enable this Disabler, and they will not be able to use anything in the gadgets section. For the support class, we have this, the Medkit. Finally, they've added the Medkit in this most recent update of Pixel Gun 3D. I have wanted them to do this for a while now, and they never really got around to doing it, and they finally did now. And then we also have this one right here, which is a secondary Medkit, but it's for everybody on your team. So what you can basically do is place this down in a safe haven for your team in Team Deathmatch, and everybody who gets close enough to this will end up slowly regenerating their health. We have this, the Energy Shield, which looks absolutely crazy. What this basically does is it will sometimes prevent you from getting killed by any other player who's firing at you. As you guys can see, it looks like the little shield that you see in Deadly Games, and it basically prevents you from dying from the other players. We have this one right here, which I'm probably going to do an entirely different review on in a future video, but the Demon Stone basically turns you into a flying demon with a melee attack. This is crazy. This looks awesome, and I'm really excited to go try this out in the game. We have this, the Reflector, which is absolutely crazy. It reflects 50% of the damage that is dealt to you back to the enemy player. So an enemy player is firing at you with the Secret Forces rifle, and you have the same health as them, you will both die at the same time, because you will get 50% of the damage, and they will get 50% of the damage. So it's a very cool special thing, and to be honest, I think this might be one of the more overpowered things in this most recent update. Then we have this, the Fire Mushroom. So, over time, you release 3 rings of fire around you, and what this basically does is, whenever you're walking down the hallway in Silent School, and a ring pulsates out from you, whoever is inside that ring of fire will end up dying, and get the burning effect dealt to them. And then lastly, we have the Resurrection item, and this resurrects you upon death. I'm not entirely sure what that exactly means, but what I am assuming this means is, say you're in a very intense moment in Pool Party, where all the action is occurring in one corner of the map, and then you die. Instead of waiting 5 seconds to respawn on the other side of the map where nobody else is, you can click the resurrect button, at least that's what I'm assuming it would be, and you will instantly pop right back up where you died and be right back in the action. So that is another very, very cool item. And I'm probably going to end up trying that out in the next video, or at least I'll try. And then we finally get over to the pets section. As you guys can see, I don't have any pets currently, but I do have 2 simple eggs. You can get special eggs. You can get a simple egg, you can get a, I believe it's like a medium or something like that, and then you can get a legendary egg. It gets less and less often when you win those over time, but if you get a legendary egg, you will get a very cool pet. And I'm going to actually just hatch these 3 eggs here, just so I can actually get them right up at the very beginning and show you exactly what they do. But when you hatch them, as you guys will see, you will get your own special pet. I got myself a bat. I'm not going to name it because I personally think naming it bat is just fine. Now this, I believe, is like the medium range one. It's uncommon. I received the bat, and I think this actually will upgrade my bat that I currently have, so now I have a level 2 bat. And then there's this one, the legendary one, and what this basically does is it gives me a dinosaur. That one actually I think is one of the coolest looking pets. I mean, there's dogs, there's cats, but I have a dinosaur now, and I gotta say this pet looks like it would be very, very cool. I'm gonna call this dinosaur Rex. Let's go call him Rex. I think that would be a cool name. Let's do that. So we're going to go name him Rex, and there we go. So now I can go over to my pets section, and I have my special little bat, and then I have this one. I can upgrade this, and that would be requiring some gems or coins. So you can upgrade that for 50 coins. You can upgrade this dinosaur for 50 coins. You have to go basically win matches so you can slowly upgrade your special pets. And just look at how awesome my pet looks now. If I equip my little dinosaur and I go back now on the main screen, we have Rex and we have myself. And that is very, very cool. So now I have this little dinosaur equipped. I have 66 gems left, and I'm just going to buy one of these little things. I could actually buy the Demon Stone. I'm probably going to actually buy that and just try that out. And I'll just start my outro here showing you guys the 2 new maps. There is a map that was taken out quite some time ago, Pumpkin Island, but they finally brought it back. I was pleading for Rilisoft about 2 weeks ago on Twitter for them to bring it back, and I'm super happy that they finally did bring it back. And then we also have this one, Spooky Theme Park, which Rilisoft calls Spooky Luna Park. And if you guys don't know where Luna Park is, that is an amusement park in Sydney, Australia, and it's a super old park. I believe it was built in around 1913, 1915, something like that, and supposedly there's a lot of very interesting things going on at that park. There's my dinosaur! It looks so cool! Alright, so basically Rex will slowly start killing these people, and I want to go try these things out. Let's go try the napalm cannon. Let's go see how the burning effect does to somebody else. So this guy is going to slowly start burning, and as you guys can see, there's a demon that was somewhere around me. Somebody had the demon stone, and that actually can fly, so that's crazy. This will basically change everything about Pixel Gun 3D now. It looks like it's going to be a very cool thing, and as you guys can see, this has the little special charging ability, and it will kill these people. after you charge it up a certain amount. So, I mean, as you guys can see, it looks crazy. It looks like it would be a very powerful special weapon, and I definitely will be reviewing these in the near future. I'm going to go try out the Dracula. I don't believe I killed the other person with the napalm cannon, but let's go try out the Dracula, just see how this one works. We can go kill their pets, I believe, and I guess you can just kill them and they'll slowly respawn next to the person, but as you guys will see, Rex really isn't doing all that much because Rex is only a level 1 dinosaur currently right now, but do not worry because Rex will eventually level up and Rex will be a very, very powerful little dinosaur. So, yeah guys, I don't really have much else I need to say about this update. It's a crazy update. It looks like it's going to be one of the coolest little updates in a very long time for Pixel Gun 3D, so I'm very excited to go see exactly what this will turn out to be, and I'm really excited for this to finally come out for iOS devices. Hopefully it'll come out soon. I do have this on my Android, obviously, and it's not out for iOS devices yet, but I'm hoping within the next week or so it will be out for iOS devices, and when it finally does, you guys will be able to see just how awesome this update is. So the Dracula looks like it's a very interesting weapon. Not entirely sure how this thing is working out. I haven't gotten a kill with it yet, so that kind of sucks, but whatever. It is what it is. You have to take some time to go try it out and finally learn how this works. I'm going to go try out my little Dracula here, or maybe I can't. I guess I can't try out my Dracula. What I could do is, I guess, I don't know how exactly you use the not the Dracula, but the little demon, the demon stone. That's what it's called. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I really hope you guys did enjoy this little update review. I hope this was decent enough, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you are an iOS user, hopefully you guys will look forward to this new update that's coming in the near future. If you guys did enjoy this, make sure to leave a like. I would really appreciate it a lot if you did. And make sure to go check out the video I uploaded right before this one. I did a challenge video with my friend Savannah, and it turned out to be an absolutely awesome video. And I'm sure you guys would like it if you guys like some of the real life videos. Instead of just Pixel Gun 3D videos. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Show you guys this quick little special fan art by an awesome guy named Captain Drake. He made that, so that was pretty cool. He just basically drew me, and it just looked really cool. I like when people do fan art. You guys can send me fan art on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that, so that's awesome. But, yeah, I believe this might be the little mine. No, that's actually the gem, but the mines will look very similar to that little special gem mine, and if you step on them, you will end up dying. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will just do a couple of seconds in Pumpkin Island, just show you guys around in the map, and that will finish up my little update review. So let's go into Pumpkin Island very quickly. Let's go, and let us finish up this video right here and there. So hopefully it'll connect pretty soon. It may not actually find a server. There we go. We finally found one in Pumpkin Island, and I mean, looking at this looks like a true Halloween map. This one looks very, very cool. Back when Block Mart was first introduced, this one was introduced as well, and they both were two Halloween update maps that were in 2014, and for some reason, Rilisoft took Pumpkin Island away, and they kept Block Mart. So, whatever. It is what it is, but, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.